So in a triangle that is a right triangle, meaning a 90-degree angle here, if we have an angle that is 45, one of the acute angles is 45-degree angles, then the other one is gotta be also 45-degree angle. So if that is the case, this is a right triangle that is also isosceles or having two congruent sides. So if we think for a second that this length is 1, that means that the length of the other leg gotta be also 1. And if we now use the Pythagorean theorem, we can come to the conclusion that this side here, let's call it C for right now, will be the square of that side will be 1 to the second power plus 1 to the second power. And we know this, of course, is 1 plus 1, which is 2. And the number that raised to the second power equals 2.
And at this time, please relieve all students who have borrowed a loaner Chromebook for the day to room 102. These should be labeled with a pink sticker, a pink label. Again, all students who borrowed a loaner Chromebook, please report to room 102. Thank you.
So that is important relationship to remember when we have a 45, 45, 90-degree triangle. Let's write it like this. In a 45, 45, 90-degree triangle, there is this particular relationship that happens, and it is that if the side opposite to one of the 45-degree angle is 1, then the other side will also be 1, and the longest side will be square root of 2, which means that if we now want to know, let's say that this side here is not 1 but x, then that means that we're multiplying by x, or let's call it a side, so 1 times s. So that means that this side also will be multiplied by s, and this side will be multiplied by s. So another way to say the same conclusion is that if in a 45, 45, 90-degree triangle, if we know the length of one of the sides, one of the legs, then the other leg will be congruent to it, and the hypotenuse will be the result of multiplying that length times square root of 2 to get square root of times the length of one of the legs. So that's a very important relationship to remember in what is called a special right triangle. So